ton of recumbent bike riders just arrived. We'll leave them to their excitement. Step into a little bit more reserved space. What I discovered here will truly astound you. But first, let me show you this. See those red lines in that wall? That's a wall built over 2,000 years ago in London. Those red tiles are used in the same manner here. In this lovely little cloister, there, see the tiles arching over the walkway? They were reused tiles, possibly, or maybe they're new tiles, but they were used to construct and repair this old mission building, just like the Romans did 2,000 years ago. So now, take a look here on the ground. I need to know what that little trough is. If anyone knows, please put it in the comments and tell me. It's too shallow for a horse trough, but it's got a little depression in the middle, so maybe it had some application if it sits in that plane, or maybe it's set upright. I don't know. This little plaque is pretty interesting. An elementary school serving both Mission Espada and Mission San Juan parishes operated here until 1967. Fragments of the green paint typical in parochial schools are still evident. Wow. If you got any grandchildren who whine about having to go to school, show them this. Holy moly. Yep, and there's the green paint, sure enough, on the plaster. You can see over there. Well, at least they had a roof over their heads and something to stop trouble, I guess. Protect the teacher. Most fascinating. A school, who'da thunk? Wow. Defender la tierra. Defending lands. San Antonio de Valero, or the Alamo, was not the only battle site around San Antonio in missions, and this little mission, Espada, had a pretty big battle, 100 soldiers or so, well before the Alamo fight in 1836. So they were indeed defending in this area. You can see a slight depression and that sign for the river walk. This was the source of the water. The acequia, I finally figured out how to pronounce it, came from the San Antonio River and provided water for the mission. And you'll notice this big broad surface that'll handle wheelchairs easily, not to mention bicycles as we saw earlier. This path comes all the way from downtown San Antonio and passes a number of the missions. And obviously, if you wanted to roll all the way, you could in your chair or on a bike. You can see here on the left that ditch we identified. That is the source of water, which allows this mission to function. And up near the top are the residences for the indigenous right next to the little school and around that backside there where we were walking. To understand the significance of what's inside this little Texas mission, we need to look at the great cathedrals. You can see the whole plan, including the church and where it is. Speaking of the church, let's head back over there. I want to show you what I found in there that is truly amazing. This incredible alien landing craft, better known as Canterbury Cathedral, once contained the blood and bone of St. Thomas of Becket. This other landing craft, better known as Lincoln Cathedral, at one time contained relics of the Virgin Mary, of a darling saint named St. Hugh, and Little Hugh also had a shrine and a reliquary. And last but not least, the Toledo Central Cathedral in Spain. They have in their reliquary the true cross, thorns from the crown of Christ, the purple tunic of Christ, and the towel Jesus used to wash the disciples' feet, and the burial sheet. Now, they've got some relics, but guess what we've got right here in San Antonio? Yes, a t-shirt. We have a holy t-shirt left by John Paul II when he visited the bishop's palace in San Antonio. When he died and was beatified, made a saint, this relic, this t-shirt that became a relic, was worthy of pilgrimages and visits from pilgrims from around the world to see the t-shirt of John Paul II. Most amazing. And here's what it looks like and how it's used now.